to meet the find new faces.
It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Give a shout out to my man Wire Sparks out there on YouTube for this one. Hugh Mundale, Going Places. Hope you guys are doing well today, and welcome to another episode. Today we are looking at, North Korea. It's funny because a buddy of mine asked Max Kaiser and Stacy Herbert while they were here. I was doing a live kicking session with them, and I actually recorded it. Was in the recording of the video. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. But he asked them about their opinions about North Korea and them getting into, blockchain and cryptos and how they're really doing a lot over there. And they were shocked. I was shocked. I thought he was talking about South Korea, but no, he was not. He was really talking about North Korea. I guess they have a very big crypto scene out there. Of course, we would really never know about it here in the West. But we're going to look at something regarding that country. They're creating their own digital coin. This will be interesting. They're actually behind a lot of crypto hacks, according to our media news outlets. But at least that's what's being said. So we're going to take a look at this new digital coin that North Korea will be launching, or at least it's rumored that they will be launching soon. And the second article is also out of CryptoVest. US SEC goes after Icebox token sale platform. Hey, they're not just going after Veritasium, people. And you should have known that, because I warned you about that. That's why I stayed away from Veritasium, because they were going after many ICOs in the United States last year and a half ago. So this is nothing new, but we're at least going to take a look at some of the details on this whole situation. Yikes. And then the last article is out of CoinDesk. It's about Wells Fargo. I made mention of this the other day, but yes, Wells Fargo is creating a faster and cheaper way of transmitting value than Swift is, exec says. And I brought up Wells Fargo because I was talking about JPM Coin and how they're getting into this space as far as digital enterprise blockchain projects that bank-to-bank transactions and communications, which is again going to leave XRP null and void, in my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right, but most likely I am. We're going to take a look at Wells Fargo and the details on their system. Interesting. And the last little announcement is not an article. It's just giving you guys a heads up that EOS Authority has alerts. You can actually sync alerts to your, or any, actually it doesn't even have to be yours, but you can sync alerts to any EOS wallet. I'll leave a link in the description of this video, or you can just go to eosauthority.com/alerts and set that up. You can get alerts to Telegram or to email. So pretty neat. They go through how to do that, and boom, you're all set. And I'll go over quickly what is available when you sign up for these alerts. All right, but let's take a look at this heat map. Right now we are currently up 1% in Bitcoin to $10,152, back above 10,000. Wow, saving grace. We actually were not looking good, to be honest with you, but out of nowhere we got a move back up, a strong move as well. And yes, we are back above 10,000. Ethereum down 2% though to $216.56. Litecoin down heavy 3% to $74.35. EOS down almost 1% to $3.91. And we've got Binance down 0.2% to $21.06. XRP, all my XRP fans out there, down 4.5% under the 30-cent handle, 29 cents right now on XRP. And Bitcoin Cash is also down 1.5% to $314.32. And technically speaking, on the Bitcoin chart right now, still not bullish though. We're literally right in the middle of this channel. Look, if I scroll out and show you the price line and show you where the top end of this channel is at 10,938 and the bottom at 96 or 9,463 bucks, we're dead center, which is crazy. But if I had to, from a technical standpoint, I would be neutral. I would be neutral right now. I wouldn't do anything. If you're in a position, I wouldn't sell. If you're not, I wouldn't buy. We need to see us get above that turquoise line there. We tried, as you see, as I'm going to zoom in. We tried right here. Got denied. Got denied. So that line definitely is real to the market. So we'll have to see what happens here. But we're neutral right now. I don't have anything to give you. But before we get into the articles today, I do want to give a shout out to crypto.com for details about how to get you a debit card. Get over to crypto.com. You can find out how to get yourself a debit card. They have excellent staking rewards as well. 6% up to like 12 and 16% staking rewards for just staking coins. Their CRO coin, you get the most from that. Again, that's one aspect, but you also have the debit card. You can sign up for that and get you one of those as well. Available to U.S. citizens now, so that's great to hear. And I'm still using mine, getting used to it. I'm going to do a review someday. I've just been so busy. I'm going to give you guys my feedback on using the debit card. But shout out to crypto.com again for that. Also, smartcash.cc. They were actually voted #1 crypto in Brazil in 2018. So check those guys out if you're interested. And lastly, moonlambotees.com. If you need crypto apparel, make sure you check them out. You can save 10% if you use the word CryptoBlood10 at checkout. But first article is out of CryptoVest, and it is about the SEC going after Icebox token sale platform. It says years after Icebox touted and curated ICO projects, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission finally caught up, opening a lawsuit for offering unregistered securities. The SEC took after Icebox, a hub for token offerings that operated since 2017. The SEC opened a legal case against Icebox for selling its own tokens as well as hawking other digital assets that may be considered unregistered securities. My thing is, I just don't understand, and this goes for all companies that they've gone after. Like, how do you go after a company that was operating in an environment where there was no regulatory clarity? How do you do that? I just don't understand, but they're doing it. They're doing it. They did it with many companies. Veritasium is one that I've been covering lately, but I saw that coming and warned you guys that this was going to happen and actually speed up. I just didn't know how. How far back they would go and all of that. But anyway, Icebox co-founder was also called as a defendant. Nikolai left the day-to-day operations of the company, though keeping a stake. He's been known for participating in other crypto-based projects of dubious reputation. The Icebox project discontinued its ICOs program as of March of 2019. So this year, Icebox was one of the chief sources of data and token profiles. But after years in the industry and millions of sales made, the SEC tightened its grip on projects and now on side platforms offering ICO services. So based on the estimations by the SEC, Icebox sold over $14 million worth of ICO tokens, attracting around 2,000 investors. The ICO tokens is also traded with its last known price of $2.41. And this is definitely an example, and I've told you guys, coins don't die by going to zero. Coins die by going to zero or near zero liquidity or volume. That's how you know a coin dies. When there are no more individuals on the buy side that have an interest in that token, it's going to be at whatever last price that is. So that's how you know a token is dead. You look at the volume, not the price, guys, not the price. Do not pay attention to the price per se. You want to also add in there volume, because that's the telltale sign of how active is this market, how many people are interested. Okay, that's how you know if a coin is dead or not. The article finishes up by saying during the ICO in the summer of 2017, ICOs were sold at the extraordinary price of 0.012 bitcoins. The token was supposed to give access to future ICOs with a discount of up to 75%, and holders could also vote for projects to have a token sale organized through Icebox. This model from Icebox was somewhat similar to that of Kick ICO, which used its native token to fund other projects. I was thinking that. I'm wondering if the SEC is going to go after Kick, though I think Kick did not allow U.S. citizens to participate in their ICO. You guys help me out in the comments below with that fact. I'm not too sure. I think that was the case though. Next article is also out of CryptoVest. North Korea rumored to be launching a national digital coin. Interesting. North Korea may create its own blockchain, reported Vice, citing a regime representative. According to Alejandro, a liaison for the North Korea regime, the country wants to create a blockchain somewhat similar to Bitcoin. Recently, North Korea even held a crypto conference gathering experts on blockchain technology. The representative said that they are still in the very early stages in the creation of the token. Now they are in the phase of studying the goods that will give value to it, said the representative. And he also added that no plans to digitize the North Korean won for now. North Korea is no stranger, it says, to cryptocurrencies, though the preferred mode of acquisition was supposedly hacks and stealth mining. North Korea has been linked to the Lazarus hackers group responsible for attacks against South Korea exchanges. Experts note that North Korea has enough expertise to build a blockchain, but that would not deal with issues of legality, trust, and adoption, as not many people would be willing to touch this crypto asset. Not at all. And this whole situation seems very similar to what Venezuela is doing with the petro. So they'll probably face the same ban or sanctions as the petrodollar did with Maduro and that whole cryptocurrency. You might as well just keep the digital form of your fiat currency that you have. There's no reason to create a crypto version of it. Cryptography works when there's consensus, and not consensus within a country, but consensus across borders. It doesn't matter where you are. Everyone recognizes Bitcoin as a Bitcoin. So that's where the power is. Replicating this is not going to do them any justice at all. So we'll have to see what happens with this, but I'll definitely keep this on my radar to see if anything comes of this one, as I did with the Venezuela petro. And I'm just going to sneak this one in really quickly. EOSauthority.com. They have alerts. Get real-time alerts on Telegram or email with our account alert service. So all you have to do is, if you want it with emails, you just put in your account name. And remember, with EOS, there are no long string account names. You can have real words for your account. So I'm just going to put in EOS is better than your favorite. How you like that? You can go actually create that. I'm giving you an idea for an account to create on EOS. But then you put in your email address. Make sure you're not a bot with the CAPTCHA, and you're all good to go. Now, if you want to do it with Telegram, you just got to click this link, the EOS Authority bot link. Boom, it'll take you to Telegram, and you just follow the instructions there, and you can set it up for you at that point. So, yeah, that's pretty good. So, what you get with this is essentially incoming and outgoing EOS transfers, staking, unstaking actions, bids on EOS names, changes to your account keys, airdrop alerts. That's a good one. And this is another good one, Rex notifications. And boom, you're all set. So I just want to give you guys that little tidbit for those who are forward thinking and are already using EOS for various things. Last article is out of CoinDesk. Wells Fargo's stablecoin faster and cheaper than Swift, the exec says. Says an exec over there. Says, okay, so it says the banking giant Wells Fargo says its blockchain for internal cross-border money transfers is faster and more efficient than Swift. Unveiled this week, Wells Fargo's digital cash uses Corda Enterprise software to handle internal book transfers when funds move from a payer's account to a payee's account at the same bank. Now, Corda, if you guys aren't familiar, is an open source platform made by R3. Check them out if you're not familiar with them. Pretty neat platform. And so Lisa Frazier, one of the execs over there, she's actually head of innovation for Wells Fargo, said, when we move money across the world and we need to exchange currencies, we have to go through third parties such as Swift and other banks. She goes on to say that's a long process, and every time there's a connection with external parties, it takes time and energy and effort. So using the digital cash would allow the bank to move funds 20 hours a day, up from only 6 to 9 hours 5 days a week when it relies on wire transfers and systems like Swift. She also says that it's faster than Swift, cheaper, and definitely more efficient. It goes on to say today, for internal book transfers between branches in different countries, the bank needs to use Swift. There is not the use case for domestic internal book transfers. The blockchain project, which will go into pilot phase next year after a successful proof of concept, will allow those locations to exchange digital cash among themselves. As with rival mega bank JP Morgan's JPM coin, Wells Fargo's digital cash will be backed 1-to-1 with the analog kind. Lisa Frazier says that we will hold the fiat currency so it's a stable coin, and we will issue digital cash tokens. These tokens are placed into digital wallets, and then those tokens are able to be exchanged. Frazier also said that Wells Fargo has been avidly participating since 2016 in blockchain tests that she described as external, meaning other banks and financial institutions were involved. However, the bank has also been busy pursuing internal use cases for distributed ledger technology. It goes on to say the stablecoin project also happens to be the first project the bank has built using the paid for version of R3's DLT, which Wells Fargo has now licensed, with more to follow on the platform the bank added. It looks like Swift declined to comment, but the messaging system itself is collaborating with R3 on a number of projects, such as proof of concept to connect the former's GPI to the latter's Corda to enable off-ledger payment settlement. And again, this is something similar to what JPM is doing, JP Morgan and their JPM coin. And their coin is currently just between clients to settle, payments between clients, but eventually it will be used to digitally fund enterprise blockchain projects such as on-chain debt issuance, Morgan Chase executives have said. JPM also boasts 344 banks on its interbanking information network, or IIN, which uses Quorum to eradicate pain points in the way information circulates within foreign corresponding banks. All right, so there you have it. Wells Fargo doing their own little stable coin for internal transactions and settlements. And as I read this article, it made me think about how really, a lot of the XRP community, not all of them, but a big group of them, are extreme with the way they feel XRP is the standard and all this stuff. They're actually doing themselves a disservice, in my opinion. I think it's a self-inflicted gun wound, because having that attitude and creating that type of energy and scene within the community, it makes it look like all of XRP is a speculative play, which I think it is, but it doesn't help with trying to solidify partnerships using the XRP coin. Now, Ripple, on the other hand, they seem to be doing their thing, acquiring different businesses, paying for marketing. I don't see a need for it. You'll start to see these type of implementations of DLT with banks, and again, it will make the XRP coin irrelevant, in my opinion. But this is definitely the wave of the future. There's no way for you to participate and profit from it, and you better believe that any of these central banks or organizations will never use a platform that allows individuals, normal individuals, to profit from it. Think about what that means. I just want you to think about that. Would Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Bank of America, would they ever use a product that directly benefited token holders? No, they wouldn't. So stop smoking that pipe and come back to reality, you fanboys out there. And I gotta give a shout out to Black Sun out there on YouTube, man. His comments, I gotta blame you for me getting on this XRP rant, man. I'm telling you, you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. I'm a slice and dice it every time when it comes to this XRP stuff, man. All right, that's it, man. That's all I got for today, ladies and gents. It's all in fun. Shout out to my man Wired Sparks on YouTube for the song request. Hugh Mundell, Going Places. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to be notified about unbiased crypto news reported by yours truly, Crypto Blood. I'm out of here, people. Holla.